our mic. All right, hey, you guys can hear us now. Listen, we're doing this live. Start over for the editors. Hi, guys. My name is Nick Tirado, head of gamers and esports at Streamily, and we're very excited to bring you this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate voice panel. Let's start it fresh.
Okay,
Dave, they can hear you now.
All right, now you guys can hear us.
Yes.
My name is Jeannie Tirado. I'm just kidding.
I've got that on camera.
So my name is David Vincent, and I am a longtime voice actor. I've been in the industry for quite some time. In video games, you can hear me in Super Smash, particularly as the voice of Robin from Fire Emblem, and from Ritcher Belmont from Castlevania, and lots of other characters over the course of my career.
He's amazing.
There we go.
Prince as well. And this is going to be a running theme throughout this. I know some of you in chat are already asking about the autographs. That's why we're here. We have fantastic prints of these characters. You can find them all at streamily.com. Just type in Super Smash Bros. And they're all there. We're also going to have the store links for the cast. But moving right along, Cam, I've had such a great time talking with you before we went live, but now
talking about hair.
Yes, we
talking about this hair because I used to have that hair in the 70s.
Yeah,
big Afro pick, Black Power.
Yes,
canceled. I know,
living legend.
Then it was a sharing thing.
Yeah. So Cam, we're really happy to have you here. You played Corrin.
Okay.
In, Super Smash Brothers, and you know,
you say so.
Yeah, you know, we're gonna talk into the question and answer part of this. So chat, if you have any questions about the voice acting experience, what it was like voice acting these characters, just really any questions for
we'll get someone who can answer that for you.
Yeah.
They're not here right now, but we'll see if there's someone out on the street who
may be able to help us out.
Might be able to chime in.
Yeah, thanks. I saw that Cam had longer hair. Oh, is that true? There was once a long hair. Or
do you mean now? Days. You mean now that I'm kind of got this rakish thing going on?
Yeah, maybe.
Because I usually got the short sides and the thing on the top, but I'm kind of going for this neo-romantic
something or other. It's a flare conductor. Oh yeah, because it has like the movement. It has the movement. Actually, I have the movement going on very well. And speaking of movement, right, with the most movement hair there is, it's like bouncing. It's very nice, actually. Yeah, we're so happy to have you here. Why don't you say hi to this stream? I know that you're streaming there too.
Yeah, I've got 2 cameras on me right now. So they've heard us from the very beginning. My name is Jeannie Tirado, and yes, today some people asked if there'd be signings. We're signing some stuff and we're answering questions. It's all being done. So today I've got a couple things of course, Byleth in Fire Emblem and also Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And then I've got some Kujo Sara from Genshin Impact, Norman from The Promised Neverland, Android 21 from Dragon Ball Z. So I'm going to be kind of, during questions while people are answering, I'll probably be like signing a bit and then saying hi, because I've got a nice little camera right here, and then I'll be talking. So I'll be doing.
Have you ever thought of going on QVC because you've got that pitch thing down? I'm like, that was pretty good. And we've got this bottle of water here. I think can we get a toot out to North Hollywood? Now this water is pretty awesome.
But now you just need to do it with this print, though. You just need to do it with this beautiful print.
See, this is a picture of Corrin. Now I don't know if any of you know who this is. I gave one of these to my mother-in-law, and she loves it. She absolutely loves it.
She prays to it every
and it's available
night.
For you today.
Today, how many do we have left? How many do we have of these?
Only one. That's the last one. Buy it now, guys.
Okay, ding ding, toot toot to our friends in Kentucky. First of all, y'all, and I hope you're okay and steering clear of this terrible weather you're having. Okay, sending prayers out to you guys.
Sending prayers out. And also, I know you guys are dying to find out where you're going to find this link. You can get it right here. You can get this print you just saw at streamily.com/CamClarke.
Only one left.
Only one left, guys. Yeah, there's only one left. And you know what? Speaking of only one left, Dave,
there's only one Dave left.
There's only one Dave left.
Yes.
There used to be, but I'm going to tell the chat a secret now, right? That Dave's actually my boss. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. So
you're fired.
Yeah, it's actually very strange because I play Smash Brothers all the time, and sometimes when I'm getting destroyed by Richter, it's like too real. You know, it's like in my ear. It's like my worlds are colliding, and my boss is camping me from the ledge. It's very,
especially when
very
Dave shows up dressed like this.
Yes.
Oh, the Robin, yes. Oh, I love Cam so much. We do too, M and Zeba. And guys, keep the chat going. We are reading the chat, right? Oh, I literally just finished playing Birthright and Cards for the first time. Corrin was great. Yes, Corrin was great. There's many characters. Hi, I love your game. Oh, thank you. I mean, we didn't make the game, but they really brought it to life. So, moving on, let's get a little banner action for the Dave store. Dave, what other prints do you have on your store?
So
right
I'm
now,
going to pull
as
it
we
up
get
on my
this
phone
up.
right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you exactly what I have got on my Streamly shop.
Yes.
I have got number one is this the Super Smash Brothers team up,
Ooh, and
which I'm showing the phone.
No,
my
yeah,
phone is
don't
if
worry,
you guys
I'll
want
get
to see
you.
it. But if you go to the Streamly.com
Dave,
Super Smash or just David Vincent.
David Vincent.
Yeah, Streamly.com/David Vincent.
nice.
You will see
No typo.
this amazing group print that is super cool that will be signed by Cam, Jeannie,
Right
and I.
there. Streaming.com/David Vincent. And I wanted that to scroll. to the
I've
bottom. There we go.
also got prints from one of my main characters that I've done is from a series called Bleach. And
Grimjow.
yeah, I do the character Grimjow in Bleach. And I've got Grimjow prints in there. I've got multiple Robin from Fire Emblems
And
that
this is
are really, really cool.
And this is that group print that was just being talked about here, right? You have a nice trio print, the heroes of Smash, joining up, right?
I think they call that a quartet.
You're right. This is a quartet. Who is the falsetto, right? In this, who
I
is
would hope
arranging
I'm
which of-
someone
which of the-
else is.
Who is not? So the three of us that are in the room right now, we're in this. Who is not? Who's the actor that's not here with us right now?
I played two of the characters.
secret? Look at that. You
Super
guys
cool.
didn't see it
So
coming.
it's a trio and a quartet at the same time.
How do I get prints? It's very easily. Go to streamy.com/smashbros and actually let me get you the direct link. You can also check out the link below. I'm going to be flashing these banners down on screen, and these are the Streamly store links. You get Cam Clarke prints.
What?
I know, right? It's crazy. So how do you guys get prints? Streamly.com. Type in Super Smash Brothers. You can see it all there. Speaking of Bleach, can't wait for the anime to return. That is true. The Bleach anime is returning. I'm not sure if you guys know that, but I mean, you probably know that, Dave. You work.
No, the actors know. We are the last to know anything about these, and so yeah, I've got my fingers crossed, but I have no clue.
Is this true? Are you guys the last to know about like if you're getting in a game or if you're something the actors?
Yeah,
Wow.
always. I mean, we'll know once we see audition sides or.
So you guys really just got to play it by ear. You got to be like pivoters.
Well, one of my favorite cancellation stories is on a show that some of you folks may have watched called, based on the movie Barnyard, called Back to the Barnyard. It was a Nick show a while back. And we had just won the Emmy for Best Animated Series that year.
Ooh.
And we're in the studio recording our Christmas episode, fa la 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 la, and the suit walks in and just opens the door, and literally like in a bad movie, he just leans in and he goes, "Oh yeah, sorry, you've been canceled. Okay, get back to record. And we're like, "La la la la."
Oh man.
Yo, that's brutal.
It's horrible.
That is brutal.
So yeah, we're the last to know when it's picked up, and the last to know when it's canceled.
I mean, that must have made you stronger in some ways, right?
Ruined Christmas.
More resilience. And speaking of resilient characters, I know all the Smash Ultimate fans, if you've ever played against Byleth, this is one of the hardest characters to kill. It's a heavy character. The recovery is nuts. And we have a Byleth in the studio right now. You guys can go to streamly.com/Jeannie Tirado. Did I say that right? Jeannie?
Jeannie. Like I dream of Jeannie.
I dream of Jeannie though, so it doesn't work. No, Jeannie. That works. So yeah. Oh yeah. A barnyard was part of my childhood. Oh yeah, good,
awesome.
good. Look at this. Yeah.
Freddy the Ferret,
Freddy the
at your service.
That's good. That is the one thing I'm very envious of voice actors. You guys can turn on the voice and at any moment give nerds like us chills. Because if we recognize it, it's like, whoa, sense memory. I was once 13 playing this game.
Well, I'll tell you,
really focused on it.
in my generation, I don't know about you young whippersnappers, but whether you were interested in acting or not, one of your favorite Christmas presents would be a reel-to-reel tape machine
Mm.
or a cassette player, and you'd get these blank cassettes. And my friends and I, we would just sit around and interview each other and throw in your voice. And I remember, chasing my mom around the house going, "Mom, I need to interview you." She goes, "Cam, no, I can't. I need to interview you." So that was the base. Did you guys ever have?
No, we had the tape recorders. That back when it was the flat, it laid flat, and you tape recorder.
Yeah. Did you get one of those?
We had one of those, and that actually just reminds me of something back in the early days. And this is in Los Angeles, so this might be a little bit lost in the audience, but this is something that always, whenever I hear your name, Cam Clarke, I know because there is a studio in Burbank that I have auditioned with over the past 20 years. And
I know where this is going.
Yeah, it is. The name is slipping me right now. It's 1832. Voicecaster. Voicecaster is a place that I have auditioned probably 1,000 times over the past, decade, 15 years. And my earliest memories of when I first moved from New York to Los Angeles was going to Voicecaster, and I was fascinated because we're talking about these old tapes and these. What were those?
Well,
They were
back
like
in the day,
reels that
your
guys
auditions, you had your demo tapes on reel-to-reel tapes. For those of you who know what I'm talking about, a plastic reel with tape. And my side jam was designing everybody's tape boxes. Because I went to art school.
Did you do the art?
Oh, I thought that's where you were going with this.
Oh, I'm looking at all the tape boxes on the wall at Voicecaster. Yeah,
I did art.
You did all the art. That's incredible.
About a third to a half of the
20 years I've looked at it. Yeah.
About a third to a half of those boxes up there.
Yeah,
that was my side gig.
That's incredible.
You guys would have come to me, and go, "Cam, what colors do you think my voice sounds like? And what's the typeface that sound? I'm kind of a kooky gal. What's a good typeface?" And we would sweat and lose sleep over our careers were going to be made or broken by the colors we chose and the typeface. But that was my sidekick. I should go over there and take pictures and post that.
You should before they take that down. Incredible. It's such a cool wall, and it has just been a part of it's a solid in my voice acting career is going into Voicecaster and sitting there waiting for my turn to go in an audition. I'm looking at this wall with these reels and this artwork for all of these who's who in the voice acting industry on the wall. And I saw your name up there, and that's actually when I first figured out who you were.
Wow.
That's funny.
Years and years and years ago.
And now here you are.
And now here we are.
On the same room for a Super Smash Bros. Panel. That's just... and this is
Jeannie's probably going, "What is reel to reel?"
Yeah.
No,
Right?
I remember when I first got interested in it. There's a YouTube video that I would watch over and over again. It was Johnny Young Bosch in the studio, and it would show it showed him eating an apple to get rid of clicks and stuff, and it would show
oh man, I remember those days.
Yeah. Now I never see apples in studios anymore.
They edit it out. They can edit it out. The software
used to go
so good now. But I remember the big bowl of green apples. Take clicks.
At auditions.
Wait, I thought you guys were talking about apple boxes. You mean real apples?
Oh, you're so cute when you're a little kid.
Yeah.
No, green apples, and it can't be red. For those of you, when you get smacky, you get a little bubbly or clicky. The engineer would go, "Cam, have a bite of green apple," and there's something about the acidity of a green apple as opposed to a red that would clean out the noise in your mouth.
That's if you know. That's just you only learn it if you're in the field.
Yeah,
but it makes sense because you get
and every audition they would sit there and go, get the razor blade out.
Click. Yeah.
Wow.
And they would cut it out.
Yeah.
I would love to see those. Yeah, I would love to see those too. We got so many questions too.
It's totally irrelevant now because of the software upgrades. And these microphones are so powerful that are in these studios that literally it'll pick up a mouse farting a mile away. And so it picks up the littlest clicking.
Was that what that was?
All of it is totally editable. I will go in and come in after eating chocolate or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, you're good. We got you."
We
you got some questions?
Yes, we do. I mean, one question is pretty. He just asked, "Do you love God?" So, question for Cam: Do you love God? Thanks.
That's a question for me,
I suppose. I mean, That's a pretty
Next
heavy
question.
one. Yeah, next one, pretty heavy on that one. And you know what? That's actually a perfect segue for I want to show you guys something godlike. This is the Super Smash Brothers Streamly store right now. So you guys can check out streamly.com/Super Smash Bros, right? And you see all of these cool prints that
And comment
you
who
see.
you main.
Yeah, like if you guys comment who you main, yeah, like let us know. We have
Who
all
you
sorts
what?
of prints. Who you main. So like there's so
Who you
many.
what?
Who you main, like MAIN. Yes.
Oh,
Who
these
you
hipsters.
play.
Who you made.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is some
Who you
great little
main,
gamer.
okay.
This is some gamer education here. So like there are so
Yeah.
many characters in this game. You can only really devote yourself to one.
Do you know the actual number of how many
Yeah, I
players
believe,
are in it
I
right now?
believe there's 70. Well, there's the DLC. I think there's like 70 plus.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
chat, how many characters are in Super Smash Brothers Ultimate? I know that one of y'all know, or at least you're quick on the Google. But yeah, you guys can definitely check out streamly.com/Super Smash Brothers. And you know what? I just want to give you a chance to look at some of these prints. They're really so nice. Like this Robin one, come on. You like Robin mains out there, right? You have a chance to get your perfect victory condition framed, signed by the man himself. So yeah, that's what we have in store at SwitchMasters.com/Streamly. My salesman hour is over right now. So let's go back to the questions.
Well, I got somebody here who
Ooh.
it says that this is funny. I genuinely main as Byleth and Corrin.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo.
And now that I know what that means, I can say thank you or good for you.
I love
Because you're
Byleth.
maining. You're maining, right? Is that how I say it?
Yeah, like you're maining this character.
Yeah, I'm maining this car. Know what I'm saying?
Or you would even be like, oh yeah, they're my main. That's my
Okay.
main. Yeah.
That's my main.
Like, oh, and if you want to get really good, you have your secondary. Your secondary is like your backup. It's your plan B. Because plan A didn't work. They beat your main. And they like really beat your main. So you have to go.
Okay, we're gonna have to take a break now so I can bone up on the language.
Yeah. Oh, 89. There are 89 playable characters. No, that's the official Rob Fury with that with that stats. Thanks, Rob. Wings in the back there. In Smash 4, I would also play Robin and Corrin a ton. Yeah, they're great characters. You know, Robin has a particularly unique mechanic in that the weapons and the books that he or she uses, you know, they will just like disintegrate. So it's kind of one of those like stall characters. It's interesting. You play two of the more campy characters in the game.
Is that all right?
Yeah, so characters that like stay away, just throw stuff. Like I don't want to go near you. It's a lot of projectile spam.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Robin and Grimo Robin, or also you mean
Robin and Richter.
Richter Bella?
Yeah, especially Richter. He has that whip. It's insane. Question for all of you: do you like multi? You know, see, this is more of a gamer question. MJD, I'll say Multiverse is a decent game, but the voice acting is not on par with Smash, right? Star Falchion.
Is that the one it's like the WB
Yeah, it's
version?
the WB
I
one.
just downloaded it yesterday. for my husband.
Yeah, I've been maining it.
Oh yeah, you made
I've been
it.
maining it.
Oh, okay, wait.
But it's my secondary, bro.
It's the
That's
same.
fair.
It's
That's fair.
basically asking, are you Marvel or are you DC?
That's kind of true. Wait,
It's
are,
kind
Right?
of personal.
are you Nintendo or are you Warner Bros? That's what it's become now. Because Multiverse is the next big Smash Bros.
Are you
game.
PlayStation or are you Xbox?
Okay, wait. Are you
These are the
chocolate
deep
or are you
questions.
vanilla? You know, we actually, me and Dave, and this is not a lie. This happened. Me and Dave once literally brainstormed like the 12 best. Would you like chocolate or vanilla, mountains
Oh, yeah.
or beach? You know, it's like the things that really cut people in two. Like, what are the ways we can just? And I'd say like,
Divide.
yeah, I'd say mountains or beach is to me the most visceral. Like, if you're either a mountaintop person or put me on a beach person.
I main the mountains.
Main the mountains.
Main the
He mains. Yeah,
That's secondary
living in
the
mountains.
beach.
Secondary beach. And are you more of a beach type, or are you in the mountains? Are you hiking, climbing?
I'm LA because we're
LA.
both here.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that answer.
Hey.
Why not both, right? Porque los dos.
Yeah,
Yo, Jinx, personal Jinx. Now what? We have to say that used to be like a game. Do you remember that? The
Jinx, you owe me a Coke,
You owe me
no
a Coke.
backs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Better say stop.
Oh my
7,
God,
8,
he's got
9,
me.
10,
Yeah, like
11,
I owe
12,
2
13,
Cokes.
14,
Stop,
15.
please stop.
You owe me
Whoa,
15
15
Cokes.
Cokes? Yo, that's like some schoolyard bully shit, but it's good. It like works. I was panicked. I was like, no, how many Cokes? I'm thinking I got to get this guy like a 12-pack or something.
And those aren't Coke Zeros, by the way.
Oh no, that means
Those
I can't
are
get any
heavy
heavy ones.
lead.
That's the
But the Barbie Cokes,
Heavy-
just the little ones. Not the big
cute
size.
ones.
The cute ones.
ones, the
We
Barbie
call
ones.
those in my family Barbie Cokes.
Barbie
Because
Cokes.
it's just enough and it always stays cold. And it Barbie Cokes. They always stay cold.
Just enough.
Also,
For the
I'm seeing
voice actor
comments
on the
asking
go.
if the shop is still open. Yes, the
Yes.
shop is still open.
The shop is still open.
Yeah, we haven't even started.
Guys, this shop is still open.
It is
okay?
so open.
Not only can you buy these prints, but like,
You can main these prints.
yeah, you can. In a way, you can, because you could get them framed. You could get them personalized. Like, you could really make it your main centerpiece. That was perfect usage of main. Yeah, you can definitely main these. So, with that said, here's a question that I like. Unlike the other one that was a little too theological, question: what inspired each of you to pursue voice acting? I mean, it's a big question, but it can be small depending on your answer, right? Like, is it just,
I have a
do you
short
like to
answer.
talk? Yeah. What is it? What's inspired you?
Disney.
Oh.
I'm from Orlando, Florida, and I grew up in the 90s, which was like Disney 90s Renaissance. So watching all those, I wanted to be a princess. And I thought that meant working at the theme parks, because I would go to the theme parks as a kid and see them dressed up. And then I realized as I get older, I'm like, oh, they're just actors having to stand in Florida heat all day. That's not what I want. You want to be a voice actor to do the Disney princess voices.
Because then you travel through the airwaves. Then you're in.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it, kind of seeing your dream, but then, whoa, stop, a little too real. I feel like that was me when I went to school for poetry. I was one of those people. I went for the first 2 years of college for poetry, and I loved it. I love writing poems, but then I'm like,
Give me a haiku based on Corrin.
haiku based on Corrin. Okay, what haiku? What's that? 7-5?
Oh, stop.
Yes.
Yes.
7-9. Okay, so
575.
Oh,
Yeah,
575. Okay, thank you. Okay, haiku on Corrin. Corn, always there, but when popped, so exciting. And my favorite movie. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm actually really impressed.
Off the cuff. That
Thank
was
you.
really good.
Thank you. Because, to me, popcorn isn't just a snack. It is the movie. Try to watch a movie without popcorn, I'm snoozing, dog. I don't know why. I can't do it. So there is your haiku, guys. You will pay me for that. My mailing address is in the link in bio. You guys rock at voice acting. I love it. Aw, MJD, that's so nice. Thank you. They do rock. Official Rob Fury. Am I really going to let Rob ask a question? Okay, fine. Let's do it. Rob, this looks like a hard one. This is work. It's the weekend right now. Okay, what are the technical differences between voicing a video game versus voicing an animated show? Okay, Rob, I like that question. I'm going to reel it back. That was a good question. It got us in the technical mindset of what we're actually here for. So, voicing a video game animated show. You have a lot of experience with that, right? You've been pretty solidly in the video game and
Animation.
yeah. What's it like?
The main differences between an anime or a video game is that, or an animation, so like a Western animation, what is called prelay. There's it's three. And so for prelay is you go in and it's like a table read where you're reading a script. You've got your co-stars or your cohorts there with you, and you get to play off of each other, and that's a lot of fun. And then they animate around your voice. And then for anime specifically, anime is very technical. Because the animation is already done. It's done in Japan typically, and you're technically ADR. You're dubbing over an animation that's already there. And so what you're doing is you are watching the animation happening on a screen, which what used to be a big screen in a studio, but now post-COVID, it's on my phone. In my home studio that I'm watching the animation on, but you watch the animation and you're matching the lip flap that's happening with the script there. So you're performing not just the performance as an actor,
Lip flap.
but you're
Is that
it's called lip flap. Yeah.
Lip flap.
And so, but
Those
you're
are
also
mouth
matching the
movements.
animation. Yeah. And for video games, you get zero context as to why you're saying what you're saying.
The zero
And
context.
so, yeah.
Okay,
it's
let me
Excel
interrupt here.
spreadsheet. Yeah.
You hope you get zero.
Yeah.
You hope you get zero. Because
Right,
I love y'all,
right.
and I love you guys who've created these jobs for me. But trust me when I say what planet I grew up on is irrelevant to the line delivery I'm going to give you. Some of these folks, they are so in love with the project that they will tell you and you went to the University of Zondiferon on the planet Neptumilia. And you're going, okay, can I just get to, is he old? Is he young? Does he have a crusty voice, a sexy
But you don't
voice?
understand, when he dropped out of the school, then he was
No,
in
that's
the lower
totally
caste.
different.
Yeah,
That's totally
that's
different.
a good note, right?
Yeah.
Now, maybe.
Funny that you made that comment, Kim, because it's true.
Yeah.
For the video game specifically, you have an Excel spreadsheet, you have no idea why you're saying what you're saying, so you
No
rely
clue.
entirely on the director. And a lot of times they're going to give you a lot of subtext and background story that makes zero sense to you because you're not familiar with the story. And so a lot of times this is a little more focused on exactly what's happening here and why I'm
Is
saying
this
what
a
I'm saying.
happy thing I'm saying or
Yeah.
a sad thing? That's all I need.
Just
So-
your emotional state and your relationship to the person you're talking
Yeah, there you go.
And also, too, I can't help but feel, because I've interviewed my fair share of game devs, let me know. I feel there's a little bit of underestimating just how much of the depth of the performance comes just from you guys. You know what I mean?
I think it does quite a bit.
Because it's like,
A lot.
because they're trying to give you all this extra info, because it's like, they trust me, I'll do it. Like, trust me, just give me the lines, I'll do it. But maybe it's hard for them to just, because the voice is so important. So they're like, here's all this stuff. I feel as if there's got to be something that, like, maybe the best don't do. Maybe the best game devs are just like, oh yeah, I want you for the role. Whatever you do with it, that's what the character's going to be.
I think that happens to a certain extent. It could happen.
But there's
to
a
certain
team.
extent,
There's
Team.
there's the director and there's the creators, and they all weigh in. But I will say, thankfully, my experience has been they all and don't take this the wrong way. They get the joke that this isn't Chekhov.
Yeah. By the
We
way,
are all here because we know what we're doing, and that's not an ego thing. It's just like we're a machine. We've been doing it so much, we got shorthand with each other. And sometimes the only direction is you got to speed it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing with animation. Some video games you don't have to match timing.
Yeah.
Most animation things you do have to match
do.
like the mouth and stuff.
Especially if it's a JRPG.
That's interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
How often do
exactly.
you guys get told just to speed it up or slow it down? Is that like the most
Always,
common note?
all the time.
That's the
Yeah.
most common note.
And you
You've
don't
got
take it personally. It's just
Oh
to
yeah,
say a little
that's
faster.
just the technical aspect of it. You have a half a second, you have a quarter of a second, you have a full second, 1.5
Wow.
to say that line.
And you know, so much of like the ironic thing is, so I've been in games media for so long. When someone fails the voice acting, it becomes a meme. Like it literally, like when there's like a piece of voice acting in a game that stands out,
That's how I
even
know
the
Speed
really?
Racer.
Oh my god!
Because it was always
Like
so bad.
gamers,
What's that?
That's how I know Speed Racer. Because it
Yeah.
was like comedically bad.
Yes. There are some games
Okay.
that have comedically bad voice acting.
We tried to get here at Streamily, and there wasn't enough interest. We tried to get a Robotech signing going.
Yes.
And somebody sent me the wedding scene where I fight with and this is, we're talking early 80s.
This is
So
like
I
early
am one of the
anime Robotech.
I'm one of the people you are talking about, because we did everything just like this.
Yeah.
Because in those days, we're watching the counter, we're watching the editor going and trying to match the lips at the same time with no computer help. And and it's very much like this. When I listen to Max Sterling, I love you. Why would you not love me back? You know, and it just has a whole heightened, I can't even say heightened reality, but just a delivery that's more like
There's
the
a
old
pace to
Speed
it.
Racer.
There's a
That's what
pace to it.
our
yeah.
early stuff sounded like.
We love Robotech. Oh, Rob, we do love Robotech. You know, we had a similar, we're not really similar, but something about the feeling of giving the delivery. We've had a voice actor tell us that, like, the voice actor of a Widowmaker, for example, in Overwatch, when she had to do those lines, it's like a femme fatale type thing, French assassin, right?
Yeah.
She wore like the highest heels she owns.
Yeah.
That's how she did it. She just needed to feel that. She needed to walk in. She needed to feel
Isn't that
click,
funny?
click,
I wear
click.
the highest heels often.
Oh, yeah.
Stilettos.
And it gives you it. I mean, like,
They're red,
yeah.
really pointed, and I wear fishnets. And that really kicks the performance.
I honestly,
that
I feel like it
next,
would. If I feel like if I were wearing fishnets now.
Sometimes I wear these if I want to have happy acting.
Are those the Nikes? What are those?
I don't even know.
That's
But
like
they're pretty.
we got the kicks
pretty
over here, the
dang-
Extremely kicks.
These
yeah.
are Maine. Are these kind of Maine, y'all?
I call that.
Maine. Those are so Maine.
Those are
Right?
Maine.
They're-
I know it.
Those are some
so
sherbet
Maine.
kicks. Those are some sherbet kicks. We call them mango kicks. By the way, Smash reference for all you esports heads in there. Yeah, we got
Oh, I got a question here.
Yeah, we got a question here
sorry.
on the side. No, please, go in.
Speaking of body language, what was the body language you had to use for your characters in Smash?
Body language.
Yeah.
I'll take a
stab.
Of
I'll take a
the-
stab at that.
Physicality of it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
We have to be very careful to not move around because of it's going to pick it up. That being said, I think I might just address this, take it over the entire range of voice acting.
Yeah.
It does help because if you're in a chair, you're kind of doomed. But if you are able to stand up when you're climbing, we often do pantomimes, which help give us what we need, to get the voice to have that extra little doodah in it. You want to add to that, or?
Yeah, definitely. Like Felicia, Angela, she's another voice actor. She taught me if you have to make the noise of struggling, put your hands together and try to pull them apart while you're talking.
Oh, that's so smart. So now
It's
I need
such a
to.
simple way, and you're not moving lots. You're not going to make noise in the mic. Just do that. For Byleth, though, she's very emotionless. So my note, Patrick Seitz was my director for Fire Emblem and Smash and stuff for Byleth, and it was always, I would do the performance and he's like, that's how a normal person would say it. Do less, do less, because she's literally like kind of a robot and has no emotion in her voice. So I had to just like get a little bit like, hear less.
I'm learning so far the best way to direct voice actors is short sentences, do less. One slower.
If you are
faster.
talking for forever, we're gonna forget the note by the time we
yeah.
go back into record.
You don't want that. But Cam, you were saying something about if you're sitting in a chair, you're dead. You're sitting in a chair, you're dead. I need to elaborate on that. How does sitting in a chair?
Did I say you're dead?
We're not dead, but you were saying like
No,
if you're
I'm
sitting in a
just
chair,
saying if you're
that
in a
really kills it.
Well,
Like,
no, you
lower.
just have to be more mindful
Yeah.
of what you're doing because they go picking up the chair.
Yeah.
It's literally
It's
the
literally
physicality of moving.
Cam, we're here. Yeah, Cam,
Oh
you know,
my
God.
I had made the mistake in the early days, and it was Mary Elizabeth McGlynn who was directing me, and I had worn cowboy boots into the booth.
alligator.
Yeah.
Alligator, right?
She is like, Dave, I love you, but you gotta stop clomping around in there because I was blowing take after take because I was.
I would go to the
Walking
store.
around.
If I needed new shoes, I would go to the store. And there's the clerk standing there and go, shh. And they're watching, and I'm like walking around like this because I do a lot of looping. I do a lot of walla, which is on your feet. And I'm going, yeah, I can't have these shoes. They're too squeaky. They're going, what? I go, no. They can't make any noise. Shh. It's like I look like some eccentric old dude.
No, actually, this is now really a slice of life. I have a pair of shoes that are totally normally fine. But when I walk in the warehouse downstairs, the squeak echoes. I don't understand it. I feel as if I'm 30
Good
mouse.
thing you're not doing
Just-
voice recordings when you're in the warehouse.
Because the squeakiness would kill it. Oh, and here's something, kill it, another segue. What was it like to do that? And this is going to be good. What was it like to do the Star KO screams? Parentheses, the voice lines where you're doing a long scream. So just for in Smash Bros, there's always a moment where the character dies, and you guys have to really scream, really yell. And I'm sure a question can kind of be, a change because you guys have to play the death screams all the time, right?
Yes.
You guys have to scream, you have to get punched, kicked. So like that's the spirit of the question. What's it like to literally have to just yell into the mic and say like you're being murdered right now, like you're being killed?
A good director. We were talking a lot about good directing. A good director won't have you blow out your voice doing 6 takes of it. They'll be like one and done, or one, I'll give you a note, we'll do it just once more.
And they always save it for the very, very end of the session, so that you don't blow it through the rest of your session.
Well, except for when it's library. So often when I'm
And
in a
explain
game.
what library is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's someone's slaying. It's nice.
So it's great when you do have an opportunity. Just give it to me once, and if I need a second, I'll do it. But on so many games, at the end, as they're saying, we call them damage, taking or giving damage.
Makes sense.
And so they need 3 short, 3 medium, 3 long. And you can't deviate from the fact that some of these productions need that much because in between dialogue in a lot of games, there is just kicking ass and run around. And they got to have enough different ways so it doesn't just sound like,
I'm telling you, I used to, still do. I like Mortal Kombat 2, Street Fighter 2, some of the really old fighters. And the fact that there's only one voice line for the same, like every character sounds the exact same
for the damage
when they get punched. It's like, you don't realize it's like, wow, I've been listening to this voice sound for decades. And it's like, no. So now they have library, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have a library of all the different. Man, there's so many technical parts to voice acting. I'm really surprised at the precision required because like the timing I didn't quite catch, but that makes sense. And now you guys were talking about literally picking up sounds in the booth. I said, oh yeah, you're in a room just to be recorded. I'm like a pretty noisy person when I speak. So I feel like I'm always moving around, That's tough. Got to get swifty, MGD said. Byleth apparently has a unique one where they scream, "My battle ends here." Do you remember screaming, "My battle ends here"? That's pretty funny.
I mean, all the screams kind of blur into each other. And at this point, I had done Dragon Ball. So any screaming stuff they throw at me, I'm like, it's never going to be as bad as Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball. They're like putting their entire spirit force into a ball the size of it. Yeah, that's a scream. MG Dave with the questions. Question for Cam: do you like ISO speed? I think the better thing is, do you know what's ISO speed?
It's my main.
Oh, that's your main.
Yeah,
that's your main. Wow, he's got the slang down though. No, just stick with the slang. That's the best thing to do. Yeah, that's his main. He mains ISO speed. What are you talking about? You think he likes it? He main. You heard it here, folks.
I main.
Cam maining speed,
no,
right?
Okay. Can you decide what was the question? I don't understand.
I don't understand either. I think
No.
MJD.
Here you are sounding all Mr. Hipster McHipper.
No, I was really trying to move on because I think MJD's trolling us. What is ISO speed? Is this a person? You have time to chat that out, but in the meantime, I'm giving another shout out at our amazing Super Smash Bros. Streamly store. Okay, the reason I bring this out is because all of these prints, and even of casts that aren't here in the room, but maybe will be next time, their prints are available here. Do you want the voice of a Ryu? What about Pit? We have the voice. Oh, this is nice. You have a whole little.
That looks like sticker fun.
It is fun, sticker fun. You see, we have all sorts of cool stuff. Trot. Oh yeah. Abby Trot Shop. That's the cool part about a Streamily. If you like one print you see in maybe one of our IP stores, you can just click to see the maker. Sometimes it's an artist, sometimes it's a photographer, but we work with all sorts of creatives to get signed prints to you guys. Dragon Ball is a legendary franchise, and you know what? You kind of just threw that in there, and it kind of like I watched Dragon Ball all throughout kids. Like that's crazy. You were in Dragon Ball.
There's a new movie coming out.
There's
announced stuff.
So, have you ever tried, and you can be honest with me, have you ever tried to do a Kamehameha in real life? When no one's looking, really try to like,
you kind of have to in the booth to be able to scream like that. Like you have to have that physicality where you kind of plant yourself into the ground and you kind of clench your butt cheeks to do the yell.
Clenched, yeah, that's real Vegeta-esque.
I'm clenching my butt cheeks right now.
The amount of focus on this side of the room is actually incredible. MJD, question for all of you: what happens when you first buy the prints? Well, it's pretty cool. When you buy a print, it goes on a little like notification on any one of their stores. They have their own stores on Streamily. And then, say for example, you buy this Robin print, it comes with all sorts of details, which you can say, make it out to MJD and say, dear MJD, you're the best Robin player. Signed, the voice of Robin, right? And then that gets sent to you, right to your house, and you can get it framed and delivered. So that's a quick rundown of a transaction. Welcome to 2022. Real Yoda, question mark for David Vincent. How was your experience in Archer Fate Zero? That's a good question. I mean, how was
such a good show. Sorry, I'm gonna fangirl for a bit.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my gosh.
Good show.
My first convention, one of the first ones I went to, because I would go to conventions before I became a voice actor, and I cosplayed from the show.
Did you
really? Oh,
Now that I was a
wow.
character.
That's
That's real. That's like real fan stuff. That's so cool.
Sorry, I had to get that out of my system. Okay.
It's a great show. Honestly, what the question was is what it was like to voice Archer, or
let's see right here. David Vincent, how was your experience working in Archer? Working as an Archer in Fate Zero. Yeah.
Fate
Real
Zero.
Yoda, minus points for making me get fired now. He's gonna fire me.
No, you know what? Honestly, I would say it was such an incredible show and franchise to work on. I've done multiple variations of Archer and Gilgamesh over the past decade for that franchise. And Archer and Gilgamesh, but Fate Zero in particular was probably one of my favorites, just because of the storyline of that particular part of the franchise was just, to me, phenomenal. I just loved it so much. And the character, I have been so fortunate to be able to play and reprise my role as that character over the course of the past decade, really 9 years I've been playing Archer / Gilgamesh. So it was a pleasure. I love the character, and I worked with Tony Oliver, who is the director of the franchise. And what made it so fun to me is not only the show being such an incredible show, the animation is ufotable, which is incredible, but was really Tony's enthusiasm. And the producer that we work with is Hiroe from Aniplex, two of my favorite people to work with. And Tony's enthusiasm for that series and that franchise was so contagious. It got me so excited about it. And I had a lot of scenes in Fate Zero in particular with Crispin Freeman, who plays Kirie Kotomine, and always have admired his work. And so the combination of all of that, the director's enthusiasm, working with fellow cast that I have a lot of respect for, and incredible producers from Aniplex, was a joy. So I'm thrilled to be a part of the franchise. I've enjoyed it for the better part of a decade now. So
wow,
good question.
Yeah, that's a great question. And also another note at how important it is to find good leadership as like a creative, right? As an actor, as a voice actor, especially, to find projects that have people pass on that enthusiasm, right?
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it's like when like you lose the energy, you don't have any of that in the tank, and you still have 2 hours of like recording to do, and you still got to like give out the lines. That's like nightmare scenarios.
Yeah.
The secret to that is only availing yourself for
yeah,
so many hours. I won't do.
Interesting. Thanks for answering.
Well,
yeah,
they
thanks
used
for
to
the
do, it was 4-hour sessions for the longest time. And over the past, I don't know, few years now, they've really moved more towards 2-hour sessions. Unless
Depending on the
have an
role,
incredible amount of lines.
2 hours is like, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, I think what happens is the longer, back in the early Funimation days, they would do
I'd be there all
8-hour
day.
sessions. You're there all day.
Really, Funimation.
What happens is
that
that your performance starts to suffer, at least in my opinion, I think.
Well,
And
of course.
like the 4-hour sessions, I've actually still done some 4-hour sessions. I'll do them. But like, I'm always like, I prefer the 2-hour sessions just because your energy's still super high. You're on fire. You give your best performance.
Something
and come back again to continue
within
on.
this world is not directly related to the anime, but it's still in the craft part. Netflix and a number of other companies, the world of live action entertainment has exploded as far as dubbing goes.
Yeah.
And
That would make
it pays crap like anime, but I love live action dubbing so much. These wonderful series and movies from Israel, from Spain, from France, from Iran, all are having to be done in English because not everybody wants to watch subtitles.
Yeah.
And it's this huge new market, right, guys?
Yeah.
And
makes sense.
And so that I can do the 4 hours or whatever because it's drama. And most of the time, most of it's just right around here. You get an angry scene, of course, where you're like this, but there's no kung fu. It's not like cartoony. It's not cartoony craziness. And you're sitting here, of course, you're limited to the performance of the original actor, but I find it part of the craft that I just love sinking my teeth into.
So
you're like
funny. That's so
getting in their head. You have to like sink it to the performance. That's like acting in a weird like layers deep because you're literally like, I'm taking your voice now. Yeah. So it's like you are acting as them, but you're just not doing. You're just like in their head. You're this sentient thing.
I've had somebody like a cousin of mine wrote me, go, when we're all like going, hey, you seen any good shows that you're liking?
Yeah.
You pass around your friends, and some cousin said, yeah, there's this one show, blah, 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 and I think you'd really like it. Oh, I'm in episode 3 and I don't know who the killer is. And I'm going, I do. It is I.
I'm the dumb. Yeah. Shows like Squid Game have become extremely popular. Actually, yeah, when you mentioned this fascinating concept of dubbing now becoming a thing. It makes sense because you look at an app like YouTube, right? I know you're on chat. I probably got spammed for YouTube Premium. They keep trying to get us to get YouTube Premium. But what's the main feature of YouTube Premium? You can listen to a video when you close the tab. So why would they do that change? Because people were just listening to things. Like people were just putting on their headphones and then going and doing something. So it's so cool to think I could listen to like a dub of a show I've never seen before, and there's probably way more users interested in listening to the shows. And I've never seen this show, you know, like for example, Squid Game.
And I'm at a place now in my sunset years where I have the subtitles on everything.
Yeah,
because I watch.
I'm like that.
Are you? Are you?
That.
I watch
Well,
a lot of British TV.
Okay, so I'm like that too.
So
I
my
put the
English
subtitles
wasn't
on
my parents'
everything.
first language, so they had to have subtitles to like help. So I just always grew up with subtitles.
Yeah, and because I end up going, what did he say? What did he say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got those subtitles on.
Cam, my favorite role as yours was Simba in Kingdom Hearts. You were great.
Oh,
Thank you
Mark.
very much. We are all part of the circle of life.
Wow, that's so cool. You can
Right?
just turn it on like
How
that.
can you not want to be queen? That's like saying you don't want to be a lion.
I would never say that. I definitely
with
want to
this
be a lion.
hair,
Yeah, you know, this is actually
talk about mane.
this is actually quite a lion-like. I'd say,
I'm gonna
yeah.
marry his hair.
Hey, I will sell it to you for $10 million.
Deal.
All right, this is it. Signed, sealed, delivered. Let's get it pet on ink. Though I'm not sure if I would part it. $10 million. I feel so empty inside, chat.
It'll grow back.
Oh no, this is like an episode of Black Mirror. It wouldn't grow back, right? Like that would be the catch. This would be this would be like one of those monkey paws episodes where you get what you wish for. Oh, watch out! His hair grows back and it's like straight. It grows back completely straight. I'm all goth now.
All right, I have a question.
yeah.
I never get to hang out with other actors because we work in a room by ourselves.
Isolation.
What is your favorite thing to do? Like prelay, dubbing video game, original IP video game, or
Cashing checks.
Ooh, straight there. Okay, which
the
does
post video
prelay?
game?
Yeah. Just prelay. Which one was that again? That was the one in which they animate to you. So you
Yeah,
can
it
do whatever
hasn't
you
been
want.
animated yet.
That seems like the most fun, right?
It's fun. The reason why I like prelay is because it's like a table read. Because I come from a theater background and stand up and sketch, and so for me, getting to play off of like my co-stars, that's what's super fun, and I like that a lot. But as far as like what I've spent the most of my career doing, I love doing anime. I love dubbing it. I love the storylines in anime. I think the storyline and the animation are just gorgeous. So I enjoy doing that quite a bit.
And I feel like anime is
And
pretty.
I love directing it.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
really
directing it like?
Yeah. It's just fun because you get to work with actors. Because a lot of times when you're doing an anime, you're really kind of by yourself. But you get to work with the actors, but then also is you get to help them, bring the story to life, and then they bring stuff to the table that never would have occurred to me. And so I'm always in this constant state of amazement.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah, I feel as if Dave, you're a pretty curious person when it comes to people. If you guys didn't know that, Dave is a people curious person. As in, I'm not sure if you like to do this, but I'm someone who loves to go to a new city, find a good park bench, and just watch the people. Just for at least an hour. Just give me an hour and just watch the people.
I'll
You
do
should
that.
try it. Oh yeah,
I did that actually
it's
when I
great.
first moved to New York. I graduated from college,
Yeah.
and I went to University of Colorado in Boulder. I made a beeline for New York to go hit the stage. And I remember sitting there because I didn't know anyone. And I went into Central Park just by myself and sat there, and I just looked at the people and watched them. And I wondered, I'm like, all the people, I'm new in this city. I don't know anybody here. I remember looking out in the city because you see the skyline when you're in Central Park and thinking, okay, all the people that I'm going to meet, I wonder what they're doing out there in the city right now.
Wow.
And it's just, I'm weird like that. I think about weird.
You know,
I think something I like besides, I would go that with original animation is my favorite of that. But in another arena, as an actor, as a singer, what I love is documentaries, voicing documentaries, the musicality that is required, and the timing, and
timing is
telling stories outside of the acting schmacting cartoon to tell stories about real human interest, about nature, about science, about literature.
I love nature docs.
There's there's a music that's required when you hit certain words, and it's a whole different kind of storytelling. And I really enjoy that
there's
genre.
we have a request for David, but before I just want to say there is this nature documentary. You can watch it free on YouTube. Just look up Snow Monkeys of Japan. It's going to change your life. Just watch it. It's very good.
Nick, we have that Diet Coke.
Yes, there's Diet Coke, and
I need a potty break.
Yeah, and you know what? Actually, guys, this is like, I'm pretty sure we're like in the wind down, right? I can't believe it's already 2:18.
Yeah.
So we're like, we've hit that time. I think we're gonna give everyone maybe their last words, right, guys?
Sure.
This is pretty much it. David, we have some requests. David, please, can you say, Phaeton, you're the rising sun of my life. Oh, David has asked this. But which character says this?
Phaeton, you're the rising sun of my life. I'm trying to think, like,
yeah, which
what
character
is
is
from?
that? Maybe you can give us. Is this a Robin? Is this a Richter?
So this is what we need to do, is to be able to pop a video up and have this person like appear to us.
Wouldn't that be so cool? Yeah, if we can
That's
say,
what I would
hey,
like. It'd be
hey, like
a
Sharnik,
event.
you know, like come up here.
I
Actually,
do that.
do
I do
it.
that at Comic Cons all the time. It's like, could you do the voice of this? I go, I don't know. Can I? Bring it back to me, and I'll do it.
I'll have to.
It's Finks. It's Finks.
Oh, Finks. Okay.
Finks.
Yeah. Finks.
So let's get this. Finks says,
You're the rising sun of my life.
Oh,
Oh, Finks from Hunter x Hunter.
we're putting you on the spot here.
Oh, you're-
today. Yeah, this is live.
It's not too different from my normal voice, but it's you're the rising sun of my life.
Ooh, there it is.
Was that it?
Make
Yeah, I'm not feeling that. Let's go again. This
Yeah,
time,
he's like, I
I
didn't
want a little
believe
more
you.
urgency. I want a little
Yeah.
more.
Let's
I
get
want a little more
faster.
fear.
Yeah.
What
Louder.
university did you go to? What intergalactic university did you go to, Dave?
Have you guys ever gotten a note that's like completely off wall, like more rural, or like
Yeah.
something just completely like what?
You know, they try
that happened
try
to
to
me
sound
last
like you have
week.
more hair.
What? That's not really, that happens to you a lot.
Well, no, it was just last week. I kept on getting a note for a character to
Oh,
soften
thank
her
you.
up, but don't raise the pitch, don't soften the volume, but soften her up.
So
my-
double standard, got it. Just make it impossibly soft woman who's also a badass, got it.
Say it softer.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Well, I mean, we eventually got there.
Yeah, you got there, right? I'm glad you did. Well, I mean, guys, I don't want to take any more of these talented people's time, and I could. You all know I could. I could just.
And I've got autographs to sign for you.
Yes.
I've been
there are
signing on
autographs
this
to sign.
I
entire
know,
time.
you
I'm on my
young-
last one.
You young people, I hate you.
Yes.
Really? I'm on my last one.
Yeah. So I think
Show off.
I think then, like, we can say, yeah, the panel, the question and answer part of this has concluded. But guys, one last shout out to the Streamly store. If you liked these voice actors, if you want to support these, if you love the craft, if you love Smash Brothers, check out streamly.com/Super Smash Brothers. We have these beautiful prints and more. You can get them autographed and signed. But this has been it, guys. I just want to say, really, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you.
It was really fun. I love asking these sort of questions. I love learning about this stuff. And thank you all for the chat. You know, you guys were such great sports and everything. Follow us at Streamly on all socials. Yeah, thank you. I learned so much, guys. Isn't that what we want to hear? We're just teaching people out here. Thank you,
Absolutely. And
Zeba.
check out my Instagram and my David Vincent page, and I will update you as to when I will be doing my signing. I will sign actually
Yes.
on my Instagram, so please join me
Yes,
there. You can
and-
see it on my Streamly page.
And I think, you know, Cam, I think you've mentioned that before. Cam's
I
a
didn't do
lone
it.
wolf.
What?
Yeah, Cam's a lone wolf when it comes to his signing. He knows how to do it. And when that happens,
I'm going to step into the next room.
Yeah,
Next
he's
room,
going to do
he's
it
gonna
here.
sign.
Yeah, Cam's going to sign here.
Oh, great. You guys can sign here. Okay. Well,
But somebody better babysit me. You all can't leave.
yeah, let
This
us
one?
No,
Okay.
no.
I signed everything except for one of the.
Bye, everybody.
prints. I'll sign it later.
Bye.
Thank you guys for
Thanks,
joining and
guys.
your questions. And you'll be getting all of these soon.
So let's end the broadcast. Doo-doo-doo.